Hey, in the meantime, just want to say hello to everybody. There are a couple of familiar names there. Billy, it's been a while. Good to see your name. Ryan, thanks for shouting us out there, the Show Me State in Missouri. But just wanted to say hello as Josh works through the mute situation there. My name is Justin Petersen. I'm the market director of ticketing at Hudl, and today we're going to share a bit about ticketing makes your life a lot easier. So, as many of we've worked together many years, supporting you in best in class video and analytics and everything that comes with that. And I think the good news today is that we are now offering ticketing in a way that saves you time and ultimately helps make more revenue by leveraging our audience. So, something that people may not know is the fact that we actually put out video to consumers to a degree that we have 80 million folks on our site that come and look at our content. And what that means for you as an individual school is that in any particular event, we have an event marketing ecosystem of 4,000 fans from your fan base and 4,000 fans from your visiting fan base. And what that gives us the opportunity to do is to bring them to your organization profile that we create for you, and it's loaded with content automatically. You don't have to do anything. It happens automatically. It's loaded with your schedules automatically. You don't have to do anything beyond what you're already doing with us in video. And from there, we can take and enable ticketing and communicate with fans before, during, and after the event, which results in fewer problems at the gate, a better experience for you as a school, a better experience for your fans, and ultimately saving you time and helping sell more products. So with that background, again, want to call out the fact that we're going to be here in the chat. I'm going to light that up, and hopefully feel free, don't be shy. Hopefully we pique your interest to where you want to ask some questions and we can get you helped out. To set expectations about today, we're going to talk through, like we said, Josh is going to share with us sort of the fan experience, and then I'm going to talk through the need to know ticketing information. After that, Nate, who is our product lead on ticketing, is going to show you the detailed backend and how easy it is to use, again, to drive sales for your fans. Okay. And following the event, we're going to send a follow-up email. You're going to be able to simply fill out a form. We will enable ticketing. You can automatically start selling ticketing. We can help you out in custom conversation, figure out any specifics that relate to your school, and we'll go ahead and delight you just like we have with video and analytics. So with that, Josh, are you all configured on that end?
Yeah, this is a warning to not have so many windows open on your computer at the same time and like 30 tabs as I generally do. So it seems like it's working great for me now. Justin, I'll roll into the fan side if that's good with you.
Sounds
Uh,
good.
yeah, let's do. All right. See my screen okay? Justin, Mackenzie, Nate, perfect. Just starting here, I know Justin was talking about kind of the ticketing and making it easy for your fans to find those, giving you custom solutions. I'm Josh with Hudl. My role with Hudl is working with schools, districts, associations, any organization that wants to generate revenue from pay-per-view or revenue from this new ticketing product. I want to assist you and make that the best experience possible for you and your fans. And part of that has really been the streaming side of it, and it really excited to incorporate ticketing as a part of this too. And just to give you an idea, you all may have seen already a fan page for your school or organization that you're working with. If you haven't, this gives you an idea of what it is. This is Ambassadors FC in Ohio. This is a club soccer team that streams their games with us and utilizes their Hudl fan page. This page is going to give you an easy spot for fans to find all of your content that your coaches are already entering into Hudl. So the schedules, the team rosters and information, as well as the automated highlights that we have. And then adding on to that, being able to just pull your your streams from your Hudl Focus cameras into this page and automating it so that any of those scheduled broadcasts that your coaches already have in place, if you've got a focus, it can go right into those as well. You can see Ambassadors has upcoming games for the future, and then they've and there's a streaming tab next to those so your fans know, hey, there's a live stream available for me. You can also see some of their games from the past. So I can go back to Sunday, click that live stream, and click that play button, and then I'm watching content from them. And of course, like Justin was mentioning, ticketing rolling right into that. So I always describe this to schools as, hey, I'm already watching live streams on Hudl Fan. My fans are becoming more aware that this is a solution for us. They're probably thinking, well, where do I go to purchase tickets now? And we just turn on tickets on that extra tab on your Hudl fan page. Fans can go right there and purchase from the same platform that they're watching the live streams, that they're experiencing all of that other content. So we're really excited for ticketing and adding that into all of the Hudl tools that you have at your disposal. And Justin will now take you more into the weeds with that ticketing solution.
Thank you, Josh. Appreciate it. And just listening to you speak, it reminded me that everybody on this call has a Hudl profile. If you go to fan.hudl.com, you're able to log on there and you can pull up your school's profile. And what you should see is, one, a great looking page that's easy to navigate. Two, that is a destination that people already go to. It's already loaded with your schedules. All we need from you and all you would want to do with us is enable ticketing to start selling ticketing so that we can communicate with your fans before, during, and after the event to generate results for you, fewer problems at the gate, and just ultimately help out. So appreciate everyone's attention. Again, also wanted to call out, if you have any questions during the presentation, please drop them into chat and we will try to address them during this call. Whatever we miss, we're going to be following up in an email. We're going to send you a recording of this event. We're going to send you a link that you would complete the form on the link to get your account configured. Okay. And then there's also a way to schedule a one-to-one consultation with Josh, our expert on this call as well, who can talk about your custom solutions on campus. So this section of the presentation, again, just to reiterate, I'm going to talk to you about the need to know information, how people buy tickets, how you get them in the event, okay, how reporting and support works, and lastly, what we can do in terms of cross-campus sales. In other words, custom solutions to help season passes, right, dedicated to a specific activity or a season. We can do reserved seating. We can do VIP parking. We can do any sort of rewards in athletics, boosters, performing arts, activities, whatever you need help with on campus. Obviously, the folks on this call, we're all geared towards athletics as a start, but want to help you understand that the system is flexible and we can support you in all those aspects. So again, I'm beating a dead horse, as they say. Sorry for the euphemism, but we save you time. We help you make more revenue in ticketing. The way we do this is by leveraging our content and our fans on the site to delight your fans and give them a better experience. So again, want to call out the fact that Hudl works with 99% of schools in the country. Okay. As a result, we have more than 230,000 schedules on Hudl. For you, that means we have your schedules if you're working with us. You don't need to enter them or go through the pain of sourcing them or double entering them or anything like that. They are up on Hudl. Same goes with your fans. So there's a lot of different activities that you all perform when you go to reach out to fans and let them know what to expect at the event, whether that's email, social, etc. Those fans are on our pages. So every single event, we have an ecosystem around 8,000 fans that we can communicate with about ticket sales for you. So the result of that is less work and fewer problems at the gate. So say you want to sell tickets with Hudl. First thing we do is set up an organization profile page for you. This is the page that Josh highlighted. It's loaded with your schedules, your video highlights, your streaming. If you are selling pay-per-view, fans are buying their pay-per-view from here, okay? You want to sell tickets with Hudl, we unlock this tickets tab, and that results in people looking to get into your events and we can communicate with them, all right? So next step, people need to purchase the ticket. So when they go to purchase a ticket, we serve up a smart web page that allows us to merchandise various ticket items or event products of your liking. So we can merchandise, tickets of any type, for example, adults, GA, students, military, whatever you're trying to do there. We can merchandise passes of all types, and it's an easy experience. Customers intuitively know what to do. They process their orders, and our goal is under 10 seconds. Want to talk about how you get people into the event. So we offer two methods to get people into the event. One is scanning. Scanning provides ultimate security in terms of making sure you know how many people are in the venue, how many people have come through the venue at what time, all of those sorts of things, managing capacity, okay? The other way that we validate tickets at the gate is a swipe to validate method. So the way that works is we use the consumer's mobile phone to validate their own tickets. So they pull up their ticket order, the system stops them, says show it when they're with the gate attendant. There are appropriate measures in place so they don't do this at the wrong time. They're able to access their tickets, validate their tickets with the gate attendant, show them a code that lasts for about 5 seconds, dissolves and goes away, so it's secure single-use code. This method is great for all events, especially when you have staff that's not professionally trained. It helps save time at the gate. We provide this. Want to talk a little bit about point of sale. So the purpose of point of sale for Hudl is the fact of supporting walk-up traffic. So part of the reason that that fan value is so important is the fact that we can dictate walk-up versus pre-sale. We can help enhance pre-sale. When you enhance pre-sale, in other words, increase the percentage of pre-sale, you're reducing problems at the gate because by purchasing in advance, people have their expectations set. They know what to expect when they get to the event because we can communicate that, okay? So one of the big aspects of working with Hudl is that we're trying to help steer your audience into a behavior that ends up around 80%, 90% pre-sale, 10, 20% walk-up. To support the walk-up, we offer a point-of-sale device that we're looking at here. We can process credit cards. But again, I want to tie it back to the fact of we're really engaging and delighting your community with our video to start. Doing that helps us convert pre-sale. A couple more need-to-know slides, and then I'm going to hand it off to Nate, and he can show you exactly how the product works. Again, I'm going to light up this chat box just one more time with my message. Not sure, you probably all have seen this one by now. But basically, we want to make sure you can see the chat there and ask any questions you want. You know, hopefully we're nimble enough to answer them on the fly if anyone has any questions. So go ahead and just feel free to enter that there. So about reporting, okay, when we talk about reporting, we have real-time reporting. So somebody buys a ticket, somebody gets their ticket scanned or validated at the gate, report automatically updates. You know how many tickets have been sold up to the second, okay? About the format, you're going to have what you need for the finance department. So our reporting by default has you as the owner, the activity or event date, the opponent, the activity type, and then the really important information, which would be, you know, line items for each product we're selling, number sold by line item, the price, the total, and then the event summary. Want to talk about support. Obviously, that's a big aspect. You want to delight your fans, and so do we. We're on the same side of the table. So we offer two methods of support. One is consumer support. We want to make sure that you're comfortable saying to fans with questions, hey, we've partnered with Hudl, connect with them. They will take care of any questions you have. That's our goal with consumer. So it's open all when events are open and leading up to events so that if a consumer has questions, they can easily reach us by chat or email, okay? The other type of support we offer is organization support. So an organization would be a school or tournament or event owner, right? You have the opportunity to reach us in a phone hotline, similar time frame where we're open during your events. We can answer any questions you have. Most people use us really by chat and email in that world just because the results are so fast. But want to give you comfort. You have somebody to reach out to that knows which events you're hosting and can help you right away. One more, you know, well, I guess there's two more points that I want to make in sort of this push of the need to know information. So right here, if we were in person, I would open it up and I would say, what do you do to delight fans? Okay. And you might tell me, hey, we want to reward our longtime, VIP fans. We do special parking or we do a special shirt, things like that. This is an area where schools can get creative in terms of how they want to reward fans. And on the other side of that, Hudl is so experienced and our platform is built with such depth that we can support all of these custom offers that you may consider for your fans, whether that's a season pass, right? Or it's reserved seating where they get to sit in the special seat backs, right? Or if it's sellout management would be another custom discussion we might have with you in the example of, hey, there's limited capacity for a basketball game. What do I do? We can help you carve out a ticket block for home visitor. Perhaps there's free tickets coming from students, things like that. But at the end of the day, the point that I want to make is that we have a custom understanding of what you need on campus, and we can configure the platform to support you. One more aspect before I hand it off to Nate. I'd like to just mention that promoting events is really our strong suit, right? If you take it back to those points that we made at the beginning of the conversation here, right? We have your fans and schedules on platform already. Because we have your fans and schedules and we have experience interacting with them, we can also preemptively help you send messaging to them. We have a template library, email, social media, etc. We have a signage library. You are able to customize designs. Most schools print them out at their office, and that's the easiest way to get set up. But we are there to support you in those aspects to make sure that, again, you're saving time and ultimately making additional revenue as you work with the fans and continue to offer them products via Hudl. With that, I'd like to hand it off to Nate, our product lead on ticketing, for the finer points.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin. Everyone, my name's Nate. I've been at Hudl for about 6 years working on a bunch of different products, including new Hudl for football. Been working on ticketing the last couple of years, working with our designers and engineers to make sure that we're building the best product that we can. So we're going to keep working on stuff leading up into season and even into season as well to keep making that product better and better. So I'll share my screen here and just go through a couple things a little bit more in depth, and then we'll save time here at the end for some Q&A too. So back to Ambassadors FC right there. I got a game this weekend that we're going to ticket for them. So if I want to buy tickets to that game, I'm just going to hit this get tickets button. You see all the basic info, the date, the time for that game. I'm going to see the ticket types that they're offering. And from here, it's pretty straightforward, right? I'm going to choose, hey, I want to buy 2 tickets. I'm going to review that order, make sure I see, the final price that I'm actually paying. From here, I can just enter in my name, credit card, and then what will happen from there is you'll get a confirmation screen. So if you bought tickets on your phone, you'll be able to access tickets right there, or we'll also send you an email. And I'll show you just in here kind of what that looks like. So you'll get an email, hey, here's today's game. Make sure you show up at the game with your phone and your tickets pulled out. Once it's time for the game, whatever you are all doing for validation, whether it's scanning or doing tap to validate, the message to the fan is the same thing, right? It's show up to the game with your phone and your ticket ready to go. If you're doing tap to validate, we'll have them say that they're going to use tickets for the event, right? We want to make sure that they're actually at the event so that they're ready to validate those tickets with your gate worker right there. They'll choose the tickets that they want to use, and then we'll show them a confirmation message and then show that ticket highlighted up in green that, hey, this ticket's been used. So whether they scan it or they do tap to validate, we'll make sure that we show that, hey, this ticket's been used, and once a ticket's been used once, it can't be used again. And the same thing for passes as well. And then on the ticket admin side, so more of what you all will be interacting with, right? We've talked a lot about schedules. We're taking all those home schedule entries that you and your coaches have already entered in Hudl that we already have. We're going to load those into Hudl and then allow you to add tickets on top of those. So, and we're offering to do a lot of that setup for you. So if you say, hey, here's the games we want ticketed, here's our pricing, we'll go ahead and do all that for you. We'll put that into, we call it like a draft stage. And then that way, all you have to do is come in here, review that this information looks right, and then hit publish. Once you hit publish, that'll go live on your fan profile, and you also get a link to share that out. You can also, for published events and past events, be able to see that reporting live. So as tickets are sold, you'll be able to see here's the number of tickets, here's the number of like the estimated revenue. And then once tickets start scanning, you'll be able to see the attendance data as well. And then you're going to also get a purchaser list. So anyone who buys a ticket, you're going to get their name and an email as well. And so you'll be able to see their info that way. And then for passes, it's really simple. You're going to set a date range, and then you're going to set the teams that you want that pass to apply for. So if you're doing a fall sports pass, you would choose August 1st to December, choose your football and volleyball team, and then be able to sell that pass that way. I've said this a couple times, but really looking to do a lot of that setup for you. So we have a account setup form that I think has been sent in the chat a couple times. Again, we're asking for some info in there so that when you log in for the first time to your ticketing account, your tickets are already set up, your passes are set up. If you're doing reserve seating, we've already worked with you to make sure that we're getting your seat map set up. That way, all you're doing is hitting publish and then watching that money come in. So with that, I'll pass it back to Justin, and then we can get into some Q&A.
Thanks, Nate. Appreciate that a lot. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And oh, we got a great question actually in chat. I love this question. It says, somebody joined late, but there was a question about cost. Is there an extra cost to the organization to use this service? Not at all. This is a free service that we offer. We charge, in order to make this service viable, we charge a convenience fee to the consumer. So the way that works is that you keep 100% of the list price. We charge a flat $1 convenience fee, okay? In addition to the credit card processing fee, which is a standard. No one gets away from Visa and Amex and American Express and those folks. But yeah, our fee is a flat $1. You keep 100% of the list price. So I wanted to go ahead and share my screen and go back to the next steps as we talk about any other questions that come up. So again, we got one question. Please keep them coming right here. Questions right here. I'm going to light up that chat box. All right. And in the meantime, I just want to talk about next steps. So again, Hudl Tickets, free service. We do not charge the school. Thanks for being partners with us in so many ways over the years. What would happen if you want to enable ticketing on your account is that you're going to go ahead and fill out the account setup form. So I'm going to click out of here and show you what that looks like actually. Okay. So we're going to send this to you, and you can do it right now on the call if you want, or you can do it, with some time to think on your end post event. But the information that's going to come in here would be just your common contact information, who you are, who you work with, what activities that you want to offer ticketing for. We ask you a couple quick questions about your venue. Again, we offer reserved seating in athletics, in performing arts, wherever you can use that. So what you would do is just let us know, yes, we have reserved seating. Okay. Send us the ticket prices, send us the first ticketed event you'd like to host. And one call out here that's pretty important would be, how would you like to be paid? So we offer two ways to get paid. Okay. Recommendation, and the best thing for everybody, is to do ACH, direct deposits. The reason that's good is because one, it's automated. Two, it's official and ties out with all of your reporting, right? Three, it happens on a weekly basis. So everybody prefers that. I know there are some outlier school districts that may have, payment laws from many, many years ago. We can support checks if you would like, but the recommendation would be, weekly ACH payouts. Got another question here in chat. Just want to call that out. Is there a way to record a cash sale? Is there a card swiper that we need for on-site sales? So in terms of counting cash sales, the recommendation would be to count cash how you already do it and not introduce more complexity. For us, we're trying to support you in digital sales. I think we do have a feature on the roadmap that will handle that, but we would encourage you not to waste any time trying to change processes. Just allow us to remove work from your plate. In terms of the credit card swiper, yes, we do offer a basically a card swiper. You can swipe or tap. I'm actually laughing because there's so many ways to talk about that, right? It's like, who's been to Starbucks lately? They make you tap first, but yes, we can accept swipe or tap, right? You can even physically enter the card number if you need to. Do we provide charge or charge for scanners? Another great question. Is any other equipment needed? Can you deposit into different accounts? So we'll talk through this, and Nate, please, put me into place if I say anything just slightly wrong because we're going fast. But short answer on charging for scanners. So we don't charge for scanners. That is done. Generally, the recommendation is on a device that you have on campus. It can be done with any mobile phone. Okay, so we're not charging there. Can we deposit into different accounts? The short answer is yes. The longer answer is it would be good to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Is it within different accounts of, athletics and then football versus basketball, or is it entirely different organizations? For example, school athletics and then booster. So we would have a solution to work through, any of those scenarios with you, and in the end, we can help you. So, and thank you, Nate, for throwing that in there. So here's a link basically to the ticket reader app so you can learn more about it. But long story short, like, we can support Apple or Google, anything you need to make sure it's a good experience. Any other questions? Again, just go ahead and light up the chat box. Anything in the Q&A, Josh? I haven't been able to look over there.
No, I haven't seen anything yet. Maybe something, as we've got some time here, that'll spark some discussion is, for those in the chat right now, are you interested in adding this? Like, what other steps do you need for us to help you get that added? And what are unique things that you're getting from your current ticketing provider, if you're using one, that you would be curious about? Hey, can Hudl do this? So I think that's always a question I like to ask. What are you doing today that might be a little more custom that you want to verify we can do? And see if anybody drops a question in there.
That's a great call out. I think as the, in our experience and just talking to schools and in team in general, schools are becoming more interested in delighting the fans. That's kind of where the trends are going, is how do you monetize fans? How do you manage that database of fans? How do you engage in alumni? And I think where we're at now, right, looking back over, times in COVID and coming out of COVID, it was, hey, we have to sell tickets online because people expect it. And where us at Hudl, where we're trying to take you is, how do you do that with the least amount of work, but the most amount of return? How do you leverage the fans that are out there that we've delighted over the years, and we can deliver to you and deliver to them a delightful experience? So, couple more questions here. Are there any revenue reports available for export? So I'm going to pass that one over to you, Nate, if you don't mind, but it says, are there any revenue reports available for export that give the details relating to the weekly deposits?
Yep. So we use, there's another question in there about our payment and payout provider. So we use Stripe for payments and payouts. So within Hudl, you'll get a event by event breakdown of tickets sold by ticket type, estimated revenue, and then in Stripe, you can download at even a per transaction level. The Stripe has some built-in reports as well. And then that's something that we're also going to work on kind of later in fall and winter, is even kind of boosting up those reporting capabilities from some of the basic stuff that you can get in Stripe now.
Okay, this is a great, appreciate that, Nate. And somebody else mentioned, basically questions about concessions, camp registrations and things like that. And I think, the short answer is that Hudl can help you sell those things starting in the winter. That is not going to be available for the fall. We can sell camp registrations right now, but we're in the process of building a feature where we collect more information that help you run camps even better, right? And so that's going to be available around the winter, along with a concessions offer. Another one here, it says, this is a great question. GoFan, competitor, sorry for saying it out loud, allows to, take the schedules that you load, create a digital ticket for each event, partnered with our school today. Would we have to actively add each game and create a ticket for all events, even those that we do not live stream? So the short answer is no, we can handle that work for you. So if you point us to the schedule, or if we just leverage the schedules that are already up, on Hudl, we can turn on those ticketed events for you. You don't have to do that lift on your own.
Justin, there was one question in the Q&A we hadn't answered yet. How many types of passes do we offer? And I mean, it's pretty flexible, but I think maybe we got some different examples of ones that we've done. I mean, imagine, if you need a student pass that's $5, a general admission pass that's $7, a season pass for a certain date range, or a specific sport, it's pretty unlimited as far as our pass options that we have. Nate, Justin, you can think of some other unique ones I might be forgetting.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the beauty of the way we built it. Was there's a date range, there's the teams that you add to that, and then that's really it. So any event that you create that fits that criteria of the date and those teams will automatically apply to that pass. So for things like, hey, we have a Thanksgiving basketball tournament that we're running. It's a 3-day tournament. We help you guys create schedule entries for just each of those 3 days. You add a pass, and it'll have a 3-day tournament pass or a 1-day pass that you want to do. If you want to do a sport specific pass, you can do that. If you want to do a fall season pass, if you want to do an entire school year pass, it's kind of up to you all. The way that we wanted to build that was, a lot of you are already doing season passes, and so we're not trying to reinvent or make you change the way that you're doing things. Just take what kind of you're already doing and then turn that into a digital version of that. So happy to work with anyone on kind of the way that they're doing their passes today, and see how we can make that fit inside Hudl, as opposed to us doing something separate, just for you. Usually it should work kind of what you're already doing. So
yeah, and just to riff on that, it's like passes and delighting fans generally, there's some creativity and flexibility in schools. So you may have something in place, we can match that. If you want to get creative, we've built the platform where it's flexible enough to support different objectives you have. So again, like tying it all the way back to the beginning of the conversation, it's like, hey, Hudl has been a valuable partner to schools by delivering highlight tools, analytics tools, video capture tools that are best in class. And as a result, we have 80 million plus fans coming to our site, engaging with your organization profiles. And what we want to do is enable you to communicate with those fans before, during, and after the event, and sell them more products. And by doing that, we can improve the process, the experience at the gate. We can save you time, right? We can delight the fans, right? And in that way, ultimately build you a community and leave you with a fan database that you can communicate easily in one place with your fans. So with that, want to thank everybody for their time. I think next steps, we're going to be following up by email. You'll be able to, one, go ahead and enable Hudl ticketing if you'd like. You just fill out that form. If you'd prefer, Josh has his personal appointment booking link in this email. He can talk you through any custom, consideration solution you have on campus and get that going. And just want to thank everybody for their time. And we look forward to a continued partnership and expanding that in ticketing when you're ready.